Nnamdi is a great leader who has never betrayed the cause of freedom, who has never betrayed his people. He is still standing on.
I went to the UK and walked into the bank. They gave me loan based on my intellectual capital. Nobody will give you anything here. You must bring your mother, bring your father's land, bring anything. Every year, because I have a turnover of over $5 million or £5 million then, I get a letter from the Prime Minister and the Queen.
Lives are still not safe. They tell you themselves that forget what you hear them, the government say.
The time they arrested Nnamdi, it was like up and down, up and down. Yeah. The time they arrested Simeon Ekpa, it cut to 50%.
We living in this community, we are not safe, not yet.
Put it on air. If Nnamdi is there today, if government of Nigeria will kill Nnamdi, trust me, normalcy will start coming. And that's all what every Igbo man prays for.
I am in contact with with the siblings of P2B, and one day I called the brother. I say, "What are we going to do so that this thing work?" You know what he told me?
All right, welcome to Global Love Channel TV, where we bring you the latest happening around the Igbo land, more especially the news that concerns the Biafra the most. Why Igbos always grant an interview in national television and they will come out on airs and open space and start discussing and encouraging the Nigeria to unalive Mazen Nnamdi for what crime, if I may ask this man? Well, but I want you to just pay good close attention. Let's watch this video so that we see the reaction of the whole Igbo people for this bad utterance that came out from this man that hailed from Imo State. It is a very dangerous one. And you will see what Mazen Nnamdi instructed the whole Biafrans to do when his lawyer visited him in Sokoto Correctional Center. It is very dangerous. Let's watch the video.
Everything starts with how the system enable you to create. That's why I said, if Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, all these people were here, let me tell you, they won't start. I went to the UK and walked into the bank. They gave me loan based on my intellectual capital. Nobody will give you anything here. You must bring your mother, bring your father's land, bring anything. Every year, because I have a turnover of over $5 million or £5 million then, I get a letter from the Prime Minister and the Queen. A letter thanking me for being a small business and employing people. In all my life here, no local government chairman sent me a letter. As a student, we had ACB Bank in the distance. If I give them 300 naira for foreign exchange, they give me $500. We had Nigerian Airways then. Lagos, Kano, London, same thing every day. Lagos, New York, daily. It will cost me 150 naira. I go to New York on the weekend and come back. And nobody was asking me for visa. The reason why it's good when people say, how did you start your business? It's good I tell you, it cannot work today. The reason why it will not work today is that the system is against you.
We hear that some people, of course, are making their way back into the community. I really want to know, you being there, experiencing everything, is there any parts the government has played in helping these people, get back to their community?
I spoke to a few, numerous indigents, the people who are still there, right? And the local government chairman, of course. And I was made to understand that despite the fact that the Imo State government is trying what all they can, but I don't think all they are doing now is enough. Why I'm saying this is because you still see that people are visibly still in fear. When I say in fear, their lives are still not safe. They tell you themselves that forget what you hear them, the government say on camera or on press conferences. We living in this community, we are not safe, not yet. So that tells you, even seeing it firsthand, I can tell you categorically that what I saw, or what we saw, myself and the team that went down there, to an extent, it has been curtailed. That I'll give to them. But is it safe yet? Safe enough to live, go back to normalcy, living their normal lives? That is a no.
All right, regarding to that, yes, I concur with her. Let me be sincere with you. That's the last level we want to talk about now. The only way to return full normalcy, I'm saying it on air, if you watch the system the whole thing is going, The time they arrested Nnamdi Kanu, it was like up and down, up and down. Yeah. The time they arrested Simeon Ekpa, it cut to 50%. The time that Nnamdi Kanu was convicted, it reduced to 10%. That's what we are battling now. Put it on air. If Nnamdi Kanu is there today, if government of Nigeria will kill Nnamdi Kanu, trust me, normalcy will start coming. And that's all what every Igbo man prays for. Now again, for you to uncocote to what you say, government cannot do it all. And that's why I'm agitating again. If we know where our problem is coming, we can find the solution. Our problem is simply coming from the brainwash, the hate speech. I want all these organizations in Nigeria that have say, the Catholic bishops, the Pentecostal pastors, the educated ones, let us come on air and educate our people the consequences of what we are doing. That is the only way they will shift. Military are not the Holy Spirit that is everywhere.
Right.
Till today, bombs still kill people in my community. Have the military not done enough to extradite the mines in the land? They have done a lot, but they plant again. Did you understand? So the only means for us to get this thing done is let every Igbo man know the truth and stand by the truth.
Good afternoon, lovers of freedom all over the world. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your time zone. Today, the 18th day of July 2026. I am now departing from Sokoto, Sultan Abubakar III International Airport back to Abuja on a 3 days visit to the great leader Nnamdi Kanu, who is currently now in Sokoto Correctional Center. Today being the 18th day of July, like we all know that today is the birthday of Nelson Mandela. Every 18th day of July is remembered worldwide, Nelson Mandela's Day. Just like Nnamdi Kanu, the great leader of black race, not just the Biafran, but the entire black race. I dedicate today, the 18th day of July 2026, to Nnamdi Kanu, the great leader of the great people of Biafrans and the black race, who has stood firm in fighting for the injustice, fighting for the liberation of the oppressed and the people that are nowhere, nobody to speak for them. They have stand tall in defense and the protection of people like this. Nnamdi Kanu is a great leader who has never betrayed the cause of freedom, who has never betrayed his people. He is still standing on what he believes and what people always, a lot of millions of followers that knows him about. Today, after visiting, discussing with him, he encouraged all the lovers of freedom to continue supporting the fourth administration of DOS, led by Mazi Chris Nwok. And he also acknowledge and appreciates and thank the team that they moved, the giant move that they made to Israel, that was led by Madam Rachel Nwosu, and the team and his team that went to Israel on a giant stride to Israeli parliament. Nnamdi Kanu is very happy and well pleased with their achievements and encourage every lovers of freedoms to continue supporting them, to continue standing with the fourth administration of DOS, and encourage each and every one of us that everybody must come together to support and continue giving their overwhelming support to the DOS that is now led by Mazi Chris Nwok and all the members of the DOS. There is nothing like autopilot. He asks everybody to go back to your duty posts. All people that have left because of one thing or the other, now that the new administration, the fourth administration of US is now working, and the evidence of their achievement is coming out openly, so that people will now queue and give them their maximum support and make sure that, because Mazen Nnamdi is very optimistic of the victory, of that victory will be ours. At the end, everybody will celebrate, will rejoice, because sooner than later, Mazen Nnamdi is going to join us outside. And the quest of freedom for the Biafra, he never slide. He's well assured that Biafra must surely come, and everybody will now be enjoy and be pleased for the freedom that is not restricted, that is for the whole black race, not just only for the Southeasterners, but the entire lovers of freedom all over the world. That is why he remained the great leader who has never for once deviate from what he has already started from time immemorial. So some of you, those of you that are gossiping, the gullible ones, it is time for you to retract your step and focus on the genuine work. If you feel that you cannot, then you are free to leave and go and form your own. If you are not happy, please, there is 133 kV transformer that is near to your compound. You can go there and hug it, so that it will leave people, the serious-minded people, to continue the job, because this is a serious job. So that thank you so much, the lovers of freedom. I am now departing from Sokoto back to Abuja to continue the work. See you later.
This is exactly what we have been telling you, that the people that are doing these atrocities are the government. If not the government, what give this man the audacity, the impetus to come out and start advocating for the killing of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Igbo person, for that matter, hate for Imo State. What is wrong with our people? You see, these are the people that will tell you, oh, if you unalive Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, everything will be okay. Since the Nigerian government forcefully sentenced Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is what that is happening in Nigeria is not still happening? Is what that is happening in Igbo land still not yet happening? It's happening every day by day.
Why I'm saying this is because you still
then why is it that some individuals, some people will come out on air and start saying bad things about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? I don't just get it. These are the enemies of the Igbo land. I'm telling the gospel truth, just because of their selfish and stomach infrastructure. But it doesn't matter. What I'm assuring you is that Biafra is here for it. Nothing anyone can do about it. We are once stronger. It doesn't matter what enemies can say or whatever. If you love what we do here in this Global Love Channel TV, please don't hesitate to touch and subscribe button, like and turn on the notification bell. So whenever we upload a new video like this, you'll be the first person to be notified. And in doing that, we encourage you to do more, because togetherness we shall save life together. And at the end, we shall cross the bridge. It's either Biafra or nothing. I come in peace.